What?
I don't like the bus.
What? Mason,
I really don't.
I'm your morning transportation. The school bus, that's your evening transportation.
Okay, I don't like that school bus.
Why not?
Because
Because what?
everybody be yelling like maniacs on that thing.
Not maniacs.
Yeah, they be yelling.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sam P, and today we're going to review Married to Medicine episode 2. It starts with Dr. Heavenly visiting Dr. Jackie, and I love how she's coming in early in the morning before Dr. Jackie is super busy and she don't have to pay, to talk to a gynecologist. I mean, isn't it cool? Your friend, we're both doctor. I'm a dentist. I take care of your teeth. You take care of my vajayjay and stuff. It's pretty cool. And Dr. Heavenly is telling Dr. Jackie that she's been missing her period. And Dr. Jackie's like, oh girl, you're welcome to the grown lady. She's basically implying that Dr. Heavenly is probably going through menopause. And Dr. Heavenly is like, no. And I'm like, Dr. Heavenly, I mean, you have pretty grown children. How old is her last child? I think Alora is around, 14, 15 years old. I'm not sure how old Dr. Heavenly is, but I would say end of 40s, beginning of 50s. So I guess that's around that time that women sometimes start entering menopausal. But people be different, y'all. My grandmother gave birth when she was 50 years old. It's always nice to see Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie bantering with each other. Next scene, we see Dr. Simone with her husband, and their first son has a little girlfriend, long-time girlfriend. They've been dating a year and a half, which is actually a long time for someone his age. How old is he? 19, 20-year-old? And yeah, the girl seems to be pretty smart, I would say. She seems to be pretty well, together. And it's funny how they first came and they just said hi to the parents. Like, I don't know, like me as a young woman, I would like maybe, try to give you a hug, or maybe, like in France we say la bise, mwah, mwah, like something, right? She's just like, hey, I'm like, okay, I mean, if it works for Dr. Simone and her husband, it works for us. And yeah, I mean, it's nice to see a son in a relationship. You see that the girl seems to be well adjusted to the family, and that she is having Dr. Simone's son on a leash. They're talking relationship, and Dr. Simone is telling us that Cecil and her are looking into writing relationship books. And I'm like, I would read a relationship book from Dr. Simone and her husband. They've been married for over 20 years. And even during the show, we've seen them navigating some pretty hard time. Like, even though they've been married for 20 years, shit keeps on happening. And that's the thing when it comes to marriage that never ceases to amaze me, because a lot of us be thinking that, oh yeah, we've been married 10 years, you've been married 20 years. What else can we go through? Well, apparently people still go through stuff, after 20-year marriage, 30-year marriage. And I'm like, when does it end? When does it end? Like, a lot of us be thinking that marriage is really like when you're like 40 years married and you're like tired and y'all know you ain't nobody going nowhere. But I'm like, it seems like before you even make it there, it takes, a lot of work, because we see people 20 years in and they're talking getting divorced. I'm like, to go where? Like, if we've been able to be married for that long, and we don't have any crazy situationship, what is it that's gonna stop us from making it work? 20 years, it's a long time. But hey, I would definitely read a book from Dr. Simone and Cecil. Next, we see Quad with a nephew, and that little boy, he has a personality. He is not playing. He's talking about he's not trying to be in the school bus because there's a lot of noises. And I mean, he is hilarious, and he is definitely a breath of fresh air for the show. It's nice to see Quad as a momty, you feel the love that she has for him. And I love how their relationship is showing on the TV, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy for Quad, Of course, I would like for her to meet someone else and, marry and maybe have children of her own, if that's something that she's looking for, because I remember her saying that she didn't want children before. But you know, she does have a child in her nephew for sure. She seems to be a primary caretaker. Next, we see Anila and her husband, and Anila's mom is like, I'm out. I love how Anila's mom set everything up for her kids, you know, before she dropped the bomb on them. She cooked for them and everything. I'm like, you know what, this is the type of things I'm going to start doing. You know what I mean? Like, when I know I have a bomb to drop on someone, I'm going to sweet them up first. I'm going to take them out. Or if it's someone that live with me or my husband, I'm going to cook for you. And I'm going to do whatever I know that you like. And then right after it, I'm going to tell you what I need to tell you. And we can see that Anila and her husband were mad. But a part of me is like, the mom is pretty young, you know? She's explaining that she lives in Houston. She has a house there. She has all the grandkids there. I mean, yeah, living with them, they look like they take a lot of energy. It only makes sense. It only makes sense that she wants to live her life. She's still a young lady. She still has things to do. She still has things of her own. And honestly, I'm not really worried for Anila and her husband. They got money. They can get babysitter. Let me know what you think in the comments. Talk about Dr. Evanly and her business. I'm proud of Dr. Evanly. You know, Dr. Evanly is an established dentist, a reality TV star, and now she's adding a beauty supply owner. She's well connected. Her beauty supply is beautiful. I'm sure them prices are beautiful too. Well, like highly beautiful. But yeah, like it's really, really nice. And it seems like they also have a salon in the back. I mean, they have a lot going on. And we see how she has like potential investor, people that she can do business with. I mean, this is an exciting time for Dr. Evanly. I just, you know, wish that Dr. Evanly would do better when it comes to Contessa, because she's your friend and you haven't been talking very nice about her and she's hurt. And sometimes when you're a friend and your friends are hurt and you're the one that hurt them, you need to go give them a hug and do what you gotta do to fix it. So I hope she's going to do that. And we see Dr. Contessa with Toya and their kids. Dr. Contessa kids are just like her. They're tomboyish and they got a big mouth. Them little girls, they're cute as hell, but they're like their mom. They have like their little tomboy side and they're like very opinionated. Like when she see the little boy, she's like, oh, here's the angel and the devil. I'm like, cha. That little girl does not play. But it's really nice to see their kids growing up. I remember at the beginning when Dr. Contessa just came, that little girl was so small. She was like a baby. And now we see her running around and she's like at least 7, 8 years old. Definitely growing up. Her first daughter has grown up a lot. You see that she's probably either a teenager or like a preteen trying to wear a little crop top. And it's cute. But yeah, I mean, that episode was okay. It didn't give too much. I feel like it was a little flat, but I'm excited for what's to come next because I know for sure there's going to be some drama knowing Dr. Evanly and them. On this note, if you're new here, hey, and I invite you to, you know, and for those of you that have been supporting me and with me from the beginning, thank you all so much, and I will see you next week. Bye.